Hey everyone, this is J-Dog and I'm here with another video. I know this article is from last year, but it's important we talk about this because there is an agenda that's being pushed to depopulate the black community. They're even using the school districts in our system, in our education system, and in our country, well, in this country, to try to do it. So, as you know, some schools in this district are teaching the youth LGBT sex ed. So, some of this stuff has already been passed in certain states. So, some parents were like, our kids are too young, or we have religious beliefs, or we want to pull out our students or be allowed to pull when we don't think it's important. Well, according to a California district, you won't be able to do that, especially if you live in this California district. Why do I find this suspicious? But let's read the article. This is from LifeSiteNews.com, and this is the author of this article, Calvin Friedberger. Alright, and so Orange County is the California's school, Orange County's school district says that parents can't pull kids away from the new LGBT sex ed. So this has already happened. So last year they were going to start implementing new abortion and homosexual and promoting sex education lessons on the school district, and told parents immediately they were not going, but told parents that they had no choice but to expose their children. See, they're going to already, no matter what, expose the youth. And the youth may not be in puberty, they may not be old enough to understand what's going on, they're not developing yet. So, but yet you want to put this stuff on them. You want to be like Charlize Theron or even Gabrielle Union when she took her son to a gay pride parade. That's what this school district is doing. Yeah, I've heard about what Gabrielle Union and even Dwayne Wade did for their 11-year-old son. And then, of course, we all heard about this issues with Charlize Theron and what she has done to her son. I'm going to call that child her son because that is not her daughter. But anyway, back to the school district. So California enacted the California Healthy Youth Act. And it's like they want to teach, basically they're trying to use this to teach kids tolerance on the LGBT. Yeah, I understand you want kids to learn about just tolerating people, but like I said, some kids shouldn't learn some things too early, otherwise there's some suspicions, or that there's a agenda being pushed to affect the minds of certain children. And we've all heard about the LGBT's agenda being used to affect mostly feminizing black boys and emasculating black girls, and that could cause effect on the population of the black community, because it could also divide men and women more if they or gay and they won't reprocreate with women. Alright. So, look at this. I'm just picking pieces of the article. It says here that Red State contributor warns that amongst teaching materials approved for use under this law are a study guide for the transgender children's book I Am Jazz, as well as a sexual health toolkit. So I think this is a conservative website, but they might have some points. I have no trust in the conservatives. See, they're even mentioning about Planned Parenthood and stuff like that. The same Planned Parenthood, you know, that talks about goes heavily on abortion. Remember, it was Planned Parenthood that Margaret Sanger wanted to use to wipe out the black community. She wanted to do that. Now, why do I have a problem with California doing this? Because it's also showing that who is in the schools they're teaching and what certain students they're going to heavily push this LGBT sex ed on. My response is, what if, is this is agenda being pushed to control the youth of our communities in our society, and this is going to cause a lot of confused children and stuff like that. I also want to know something about these school districts in these different states. They're pushing LGBT sex ed, but they refuse to increase history on Black history. Most of these schools refuse to increase Black history, but they want to push LGBT and abortion sex ed. That's why a lot of Black people don't trust the school system. Why some Black people are going for homeschooling or Afrocentric schools that I heard are popping up, or saying that we should build our own schools, and why Black people just don't trust the education system here or anywhere in the world. That's not, especially if it's not teaching Black people the right stuff. It's being used to brainwash our youth. And I believe that's what this LGBT sex ed is doing. But they're making it so you're a parent, that you as a parent, if there's any parents listening to this video, if you're a parent and if you especially live in Orange County, you're not allowed to pull your children no matter what, any reason. A psychological reason, a reason of religion. Like, you don't think your kids are ready, it don't matter. They're gonna push it. They're gonna make you kids learn it, even if your kids is not ready. That's what I have a problem with. I mean, the school don't teach you the right stuff anyway. Like I said, they want to push this, but not push more Black history or history of anyone else's culture, but except for white people who have, even if they're racist, but they especially don't push Black history the way they're pushing this LGBT sex ed. I'm just only picking pieces out of the article because I see why some parents are very upset with this California district. And if this is successful in this California district, do not be surprised that they decide to push this in other school districts, not just in California, but in the rest of the country. I'm telling you, this is a way they're trying to control the minds of our youth. This, you can't pull your kid out of this sex ed education. They're doing this, really doing this to control the mind of the youth. And they're also trying to target a specific group of children, and we know who that is. I'm only going to leave the link to the article so you can read it for yourself, and maybe you could do your own video on it. I know this was from last year, but we do need to talk about situations like this because no one is talking about it. So even if I pull out an article from last year or 2 years ago, if this is something that needs very important to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. They are trying to control the minds of our youth. But I know there are going to be some of those you-know-who's that saying you're being something phobic. I'm not afraid of anyone. I just want to speak the truth. I don't care how mad you get me talking about this. It needs to be talked about. But I'll leave the link in the article if you want to see it for yourself. In both the description box and comment section. And that's all I have to say for now. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.